see it. This is how cool it is looking. Let me show you one of the easiest way on how to cut a palazzo trouser, and this is basically what we're going to be using: your fabric and then your elastic. Obviously that is all you need for this trouser. Use any elastic of your choice. You can use the thick one, you can use the small one. I'm going to be using the smaller one. We're going to be cutting both the front and back together on the starting point line, right? So from that starting point line, I'll go ahead to measure to the length of the trouser I'm working with. So the length I'm working with is 38 inches. I'm going to be adding 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to be adding to 5 inches allowance to it.
Okay, so basically this was the point where I was taking the full length measurement and also adding the allowance. I did not know it was not showing, so I marked it.
This is where the weight measurements by 4. And remind you, this fabric is folded into 4. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so just go ahead to mark that. This is where the weight measurements by 4. This mine is 10.5. I'm going to add an extra 1 inches to it, which is going to give me 10.25. You can decide to make it 12 inches just to for ease, because it's a palazzo trouser, so you don't want it to be too jam-packed. Okay, extra 1.5 inches to it. This is going to give me 12 inches, so I'm going to be using 12 inches. Remember, I am not minusing anything. Okay, so I'm adding extra because I'm still going to be folding it for my elastic. You see, this side is double folded, right? This side is double folded. So you're going to divide your hip measurement by 10, whatever it is you mark here. You can divide by 10, you can minus like ½ inch. So mine is 4, so I'm going to be using 3.5. So you're going to mark the same thing all the way up. Divide your round hip measurements. You can add as many as you want because it's a palazzo trouser, so you can make it to be free. If your round hip measurement is whatever it is, if it is 8, you add extra 2 inches allowance, 3 inches allowance, depending on how free you want it. So you can add extra. If your round measurement divided by 4 is 8, you can add extra 2 inches allowance or 3 inches allowance. If your round measurement is 10, you can add extra 2 inches allowance, 3 inches allowance. If it is 11, you can add extra 2 inches allowance, 3 inches allowance.
So basically mine here,
with the sewed allowance, everything is 11, so I'm on track. Okay, create a curve here. And just create like, just measure up here. Okay, then you measure 1 inch. You measure like 1 inch, like so that 1 inch, and connect it this. Remember, we're not cutting this side. Remember, we're not cutting this side. So all your measurement is going to be here, right? But palazzo are usually big, so I don't think there will be need for you to reduce. But if you still want to reduce, if it is 10 you're using, just mark 10 here. Let's say if it is 12 you're using, you mark 12 like this, and then you connect it to the hip straight to this side like this, to the hip line like this. This is it. We're not cutting here out. Here is going to remain like that.
Okay, so yeah, I'm sorry it was not showing, but all I did was to cut out the full length and also open up the sides this way. Okay, so now before sewing it, the first thing I'm going to do is to go ahead to weave it all around.
And I'll stitch here. I'll stitch all these parts first. And this is the type I'll keep on joining into. Okay, so you're going to have a U shape like this. You're going to close it up like this. You see it, close it up like this, and you see the trouser is already forming. This is one of the easiest and simplest way you're going to make your palazzo. Let's pick any part and convert it to be the front part. Okay, so I'm just going to pick this one and right, okay, front. I'll go ahead to go down. You can go down by 1 inches, you can go down by 1.5 inches. It depends. From the center front here, 1.5, between 1.5. I'm just going to mark like that.
So now go ahead to slant it upward to that point, just the way you're seeing in this video.
This way. So I'll go ahead to trim it out. Remember, this is the center front, right? This is the midpoint here, or midpoint MP. Okay, so you're trimming it upward this way. So you see the back part is way higher than the front because the back has the butt, right? So when you open it up, you see it. you see it, you see that the back is higher than the front, not like this, right? So basically that is how you differentiate the front and the back. Okay, and another way for you to differentiate the front and back, if you have a tag, like if you have a business tag, you can just go ahead and tag it at the back here. So right now I'll go ahead to my ironing table, I'll go ahead to press it. After pressing it, I'll go ahead to shape the both sides. I'll shape this side, I'll shape this side. You just have an inch. I'll shape this side all the way down. I'll also shape this side. After shaping this side, I'll also hem this part. Okay, now you can decide to leave the hemming part. You can decide after folding here, then you remeasure it to be sure the length you want is okay before hemming here. Okay, so now I'll go ahead to shape this part with half an inch, and I'll do the same thing on this other side as well. After shaping it, everything, I'll go ahead to create my space for my elastic. Remember, I'm using 1 inch, so I'm going to do it all around. This is it after I was done sewing the sides. I'll go ahead to iron the sides. This is this front, and I've also created this part. Now this is what I told you, if you have your business tag, you can just use it this way. Now this is to help you to indicate that this is the back easier. Okay, if you have that of your business with your name on it, it is very easier for you to just put it here. Okay, so this is like a sample. This one is like a sample. Okay, so now for the elastic I'm going to be using, this is the elastic I'm going to be using, and then I minus 5 inches from my waistband. My waist is 31, I minus 5 inches, so I have 26 here. So I'll go ahead to pass it through, stitch it, and then do it. And then one thing I usually do is after I pass the elastic, I'll go ahead to top stitch it here, and I'll still show you guys anyway. So fold it into two this way, making sure this upper parts are joined together, and also making sure this part, the lower part too, is aligning. I'll go ahead to place it on the table. I hope this is clear enough. This is it. It's now, I'm remeasuring it. Okay, so I'll go ahead to measure my length, just in case there is too much excess. You can decide to trim it out, but I don't have too much excess. The allowance I have is quite okay, so I'll just go ahead to, I'll weave it around, and then I'll hem it with half inch sewing allowance, and then I'll also go ahead to put the elastic. Okay, so this is it after I was done hemming it. Basically the pants is ready. Okay, so I'm gonna ahead to close this up. I'm gonna ahead to close this front off, so this is going to make it easier for you to indicate that this is the back. Okay, some people usually go ahead to top stitch this, but when for trousers like this, except if it's a cargo pants or joggers I'm looking, for trousers like this I don't do it. I just go ahead to adjust the elastic. I'm okay with the adjustment. So now what I'll do is I'll take it to my sewing machine, I'll open it up. This part, this center back, I'm going to top stitch it into this line. Then the side too, I'm going to top stitch into this line. Then the front too, I'm going to top stitch into this line. I'm going to do it for the 4 corners of the stitches, so that way it keeps the elastic in place from shifting or from twisting. Okay, so this is it after I was done stitching it. See it. So the elastic is going to remain intact without moving. I don't know. Are you seeing, you from the inside you see the stitch, from the outside you hardly see the stitch. So from the inside you see the stitch, but from the outside you hardly see the stitch.
And I hope you found this tutorial very helpful. Do well to subscribe to this channel.
It's just finished showing you. You see it. This is how cool it is looking. This is how cool it is looking. This is how cool it relaxed the front is. Okay, and also see the back. See how cool the back looks, relaxing. When you open up your leg, it's also relaxing well. So easiest way to
Remember to like, share, comment on this video.